Yeah, it's good to see him running around out there. It's always a lot harder when you only have half your team. You know what I mean? Especially right now, we don't even have half our team with the injuries, and so practice guys did a good job. But it's nice to see him out there. We didn't shoot the ball great, which is not. I mean, that's something that we're working on. We're working on not. We have good shooters, but finding the times to shoot them and the times not to, and the patience. I think we've been a little bit impatient in practice at times, and we looked a little impatient today at times. But I thought that some people did a nice job. Vonnie did a good job. Inesh was aggressive. It's interesting to see when you turn on the lights which players are going to play. Which ones look exactly like they look in practice, and which look better, or which ones struggle a little bit more. And so I think that we could see a little bit of those things today. But I'm just kind of enjoying it. So I don't look too closely. It's always better for me when my husband wins. But besides that, it's all good. Yeah.
Will you really review the video much from this?
Yeah. Well, it's our first chance to really. We have practice film, and so our coaches are watching that. But it's the first chance in a live scenario to see, what areas we don't seem like we understand what's going on yet, what areas we're confused, what areas seem to be like very fluid. And just it's a great opportunity to teach. We have so many new players that I think we're going to watch all the film all the time because they just don't know. I mean, they're capable, but they don't know what our expectations and standards are here and what we're looking for. And so we're having to coach them a lot more just because there's a lot of those. Allie and when Taylor gets back, it'll be her too. But Allie and Inesh don't have a point guard to look to. Usually you have a senior point guard and a young one or some sort of transfer one and an experienced one. We don't have an experienced one right now. So everything for them, they're watching each other a little bit and seeing and listening to us, and that's the only way that they're being coached right now. So same thing kind of goes for our wings. We have Esther and Claire who have played some, definitely, but there's no one who has really played heavy minutes to look to demonstrate what Vera's supposed to do or what Inesh Christabel's supposed to do. So I think that we definitely will take that film.
Going off of that, you're used to having the Trongs for so long, but what do you make of the guard play there and having to, I guess, get them up to speed on what you guys expect from that position here in this program?
Yeah, I think they're going to do a great job. It has just been a long time since we've had a point guard who we had to teach and then rely on, right? So Peyton got some experience and she got to look at the Chongs, but she was either redshirting or just playing behind those guys, and the minutes that she was playing weren't significant. And so it's an important job for us. I think that it's as important as any job we have this year is to get those two, and again when Taylor gets back her up to speed for what we're experiencing there or what we expect there, because that position is critical to our success. You can't run in transition, you can't feed play. It was one thing if we were just going to dribble drive around everywhere, but we pass and screen, and timing matters, and finding open players matter. And so I think that coaching that position might be the most critical piece of coaching that we do all year.
And does anything Yvonne does surprise you anymore?
No. No, she's so solid, and I think she's continuing to evolve as much as maybe the early evolving was or evolution was bigger to see, easier to see for the eye. She's evolving every day. Now she's working so much on her mental game, and she's working on her perimeter shooting, and she's really doing a great job. And I think that she's kind of a unicorn. I don't think there's a lot of people like her who are able to take things that they want to work on and put them into play and actually make the changes. And it takes a lot of time, and she's not been able to change every single part of her game, but the way that she does it and her capabilities all over the court are just kind of pretty remarkable.
What is the timeline for injuries? You mentioned Is there anything that's going to change for the start of the season?
Hopefully Lauren should be back. She was just out with a tweaked knee, so we'll definitely hoping to have Lauren, definitely hoping to have Taylor. She's been out for most of the summer, but I think getting close now. McKinley, we're still figuring out exactly what the issues are. Hers is an arm thing. And then Bree, she's still got a lot of things to figure out still. So the Bree question is more than just physical. It's also like what her plans are. But those other three, I'm hopeful that maybe we'll have all three of them back before our season starts. I know that they're hoping for that. And again, Lauren's probably practicing on Monday. The other two, we're still figuring out.
We haven't talked to you since the move to the Pac-12 a few years. Your thoughts on that, and also how far this program has come under you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I think I'm looking forward to. I don't really get much of a say in it, so if anything, over the last probably 5 years, I've really tried to work to just control what I can control, and I say that to the team. I say that to you guys about the team, is, you know, coach the things that you are supposed to coach, and then don't worry about the rest of the stuff. And if that's ever been more clear to me after the past 6 or 8 months, then yeah, I think that's definitely my attitude. And so I'm excited for it. The teams in the conference, Washington State and Oregon State, most notably Colorado State. Also, I think some of the other ones have been a little bit up and down. I love the Fresno State coach. She's the only coach that I've worked with besides Kelly as an assistant, and so I'm happy to be able to see Jamie a couple more times a year. But the other teams, I'm not overly familiar with, and their programs have been up and down. But I think as a whole, I think it's going to be positive for us what we can do at Gonzaga. I think that we're hoping that there's going to be some things that continue to come out of being in that conference that are positive as we look to turn it back into what it used to be. It used to be a powerhouse women's basketball conference for sure, and I hope that that's something that we can contribute to and lead in going forward. Yeah.
Maybe the drills may not mean much, but to see someone as young as Allie come out just guns a-blazing, and then have a good scrimmage as well. Is that expected, or was that just cool?
I would say yes. I think somewhat expected because of the way she's practiced. I mean, she's shot the ball really well in practice. She's a gamer. We've recruited her for a long time. So some of these guys, even Christabel, we recruited her for quite a while, but she was overseas. We've got to see Allie a lot, so that's what we've seen her do in her games in St. Louis and wherever, and with her AAU team. And so we're hopeful that that's the kind of contribution she's going to be able to make. You never know when they get out there if they're going to be shy, or she's just a very confident person and pretty steady. So I wasn't surprised, but happy that that's how she performed today, for sure.
I think we did actually really well. We've hardly played together in practice. I think we've had 2 4-minute scrimmages where the teams have been mixed up. So to bring 7 new people in and to play as together as we did, I think shows the type of players that coaches recruit, team players. So I think we're in the right direction. We have a long way to go, but one day at a time. So I'm proud of us.
It's pronounced Inish.
Inish.
Okay.
Inish.
Yeah. What are your thoughts being in this gymnasium with this group of players?
It was fun for the first time. Like Esther said, I thought it was great. We've barely played together during practice. We've got some injuries that we just got to go through that and play with what we have, and we just got to keep building on it. We have 3 weeks till the first game, so we got a lot of time.
Esther, you were used to playing with Trunks for so long. Now you have some new guards you're going to have to build some chemistry with, Inish included. How is that chemistry being built here through the off season with Inish and Allie and all of them?
I think it starts with off the court. We've built really good relationships with each other, good connections, spent a lot of time together. So I think it starts there. And Nash's experience, she has international experience as well as college experience. And I think when they get the flow of it, there's a lot of things to learn, and it takes a lot of patience, but they're taking it in their stride and doing the best they can, and they're killing it for what they've done.
And similarly for you as well, building chemistry with the new program, some players who've been here before, some new faces. How has that been for you as a guard?
This started since we set our feet here, since the summer. We've been working out together, just getting to know each other deeply, what we don't like to do, what we like to do. And then now that we're practicing again, just building on what we did during summer and learning even more from each other. So.
What did you guys see out of some of the younger girls that maybe haven't played in front of just a crowd even that size before, and how they kind of stepped up, like Allie, for example?
Do you want to go?
You can go.
To be honest, I think Allie is one of the most fearless players I've ever played with her background coming from high school. She's not a transfer. She hasn't come from college. She's fearless. When she's open, she's so willing to learn. She asks so many questions, and she wants to get better. And that's all you can ask as a teammate, to want to get into the role that the Trongs had and fulfill that role. There's big shoes to fill, but if she keeps working the way she works, it's going to be in her stride.
I just can kind of build on that. It's just amazing to see how Allie and Chris came from Allie from high school, Chris from international playing, and they did great for the first time in front of this big crowd. I'm sure they weren't used to it, so I think they did great for the first time.